they knew what I meant though. Like,
Do they?
do
Do they really?
y'all right?
I'm
We do have
joking.
some slow people.
Nah, you already starting, bro.
I know. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Come on, guys. All right, everybody quiet on set. Quiet on set. I know you wanted to say it, but I said it this time. All right. So, no, there ain't no disrespect involved. But, okay, everybody quiet for until I start the show, of course. Everybody hold it in. You're good. It's okay. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome to Campus Deep Dive. I'm your host, Centel McCoy, and I am here with a special guest today who will now be introducing themselves.
Hello guys, I am Ali Salif. I am the creator of the African Student Association.
All right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear some positive things happening on campus, for sure. So today we have the ASA, as stated before. So we will have the guests introduce themselves, starting with...
Hi everyone, I'm Aisha. I'm the 2023-2024 president for ASA.
Okay, and you just go in order. That's all.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Mary. I'm historian.
Hi, I'm Deasia. I am your 2023-2024 secretary.
Hey everyone, I'm Felicia Mathenge, and I was Miss ASA for 22 to 23.
Hello, my name is Mamie Cisse. I will be serving your 2023-2024 vice president.
Hey, my name is Wawa Tiote. I'm just a member, but I'm here.
Hi, my name is Nadia Mensa. I am, I am the treasurer and the dance coordinator for the school year 2023 and 2024 for ASA.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Make it.
Oh, it's hard.
I'm glad to hear this. You know, African Student Association. You know.
That's some real black excellence.
Right, that's what I love to hear, black excellence on campus, you know that? So the first question I want to ask you all is a very general one, and I heard a couple of you say that you haven't watched the show, so you'll be surprised by this question, but how was y'all's day?
Oh, honestly, today's been a very good day. I'm not even gonna lie. That's not the question I thought he was gonna ask. My heart kind of bumped up a little bit.
The weather
I was
just
like-
let me down.
It's been amazing. I've been pinking out my favorite color. You see pink and silver. Amazing.
All right. Yeah. So everybody good for that? Anybody had a bad day?
Well, I got off work this morning.
Mm.
That's kind of bad. I'm kind of tired, but I'm here.
Okay, that's good.
Hey, hustler.
The hustle never stops, for real.
I'm just happy we're all here together.
Yeah, definitely.
We've been dancing,
Glad to hear
playing
that.
around, taking pictures and stuff. So
All
We
right.
look good.
Okay, don't forget that part.
Okay, so how did the ASA start, as far as y'all remember?
That's the question you gotta ask him.
No.
Okay, honestly, ASA started 2017. Am I right?
Continue.
Okay, it
Yeah,
started
continue.
when the founder came, and he just felt like there wasn't an organization here that actually represented the African students. Like, even though, yes, we are at a HBCU, we feel like there should still be an organization where it helps those black students know exactly where they're coming from. Because a lot of people don't even know how many countries are in Africa. They think Africa is a country, not a continent. And like, this organization also helps you understand that, because we have so many people from different countries in it. And it also lets them know, like, regardless of where we're coming from, we're still family. There's no we don't differentiate around here. And it's big. It's a big, vibe. Like, you don't have to worry about where you're from, because we're gonna always love each other and be there.
Right.
I came in, I'm a transfer student. I came in last semester, fall semester. I felt like it was just getting rebuilt and stuff. So we came in when it was getting rebuilt. It was hard, but, we all stuck around. I would say it's been a roller coaster, but it was a fun roller coaster. A lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of emailing, a lot
A lot of arguments.
of arguments. Yes, heavy on that. But it started with 4 people. The rebuilding started with 4 people. We have now 42 members and counting.
And it's never too late for anybody to join.
Never.
You do not have to be African to join. There's no
Thank
shame
you.
in that.
Thank you.
Because we get that question a lot. Oh, I'm not African. Can I join? Yes, you can.
you're always
We have a
welcome.
proud American. We have a lot of proud Americans who we just give them countries at this point. We adopted them. Like,
repping
we're gonna
something.
adopt you.
I would say it's like a good bit, like 7 African students in the association.
For being honest.
Yeah.
Every eight,
Maybe,
7
maybe
or 8.
even 10. Maybe
Yeah,
10
maybe
now.
10 that are just Africans. Everybody else is African American.
Or
And
Caribbean.
or Caribbean.
Yeah, we definitely got a
You
lot of
wouldn't know.
Caribbean, too.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Anybody else got any thoughts on that? As far as when y'all first came into the organization? So what do you think? It's no big deal, trust me. You'll look back at this later and be like, oh yeah, I'm glad I said that. So when you first came in, what did you expect from the ASA?
When I first came in here, like Mummy said, there was 4 of us, and honestly, I didn't really have much faith in the organization because the organization. The organization is hard to find. Like, people don't know you have to go through Bronco Advantage to look for these things because we like. I don't know how to explain it. But like Mummy said, we have come a long way, a very long way, with a lot of hardship, but with a lot of love also. And that's ASA. ASA, we are family. That's what we are. It's a place where you can feel welcome and feel loved. You're cared for. We look out for each other. Yeah.
Okay. That's a very good answer. I like that.
Yes.
So you were part of the starting 4?
You were part of the starting 4?
1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
3, 4.
Okay. So y'all tell me. So how does it work as far as like, is there advancements as far as like you can be a dancer and then become the dance coordinator, or did that just happen?
In the very beginning, it just kind of happened because in the beginning it was just 4 of us. But then as time came along, I think Mary was the first person who actually joined the organization after the 4 of us. And then I believe it was Deasia, and then it just grew from there.
Right.
Because Deasia, she let everyone know. She let them know that, hey, we're here.
She really did. She let me know.
Yeah, we're here. So, I most definitely forgot your question. I lost train of thought.
It's okay. You pretty much answered it.
I would say, yeah. When I've been going to, I'm a senior. I've been going here for 3.5 years, and I had no idea until like last year that ASA was an organization like on this campus.
Right.
So, and I think I came when they were holding auditions for African Night. And my first thought was like, how are you going to do this show with like 4 people?
And listen, we made it work.
Make some shake.
Like I said, didn't have faith.
Exactly.
So yeah, for me, it was just really nice to know that there's an organization on campus for other, Africans, and you don't just have to be from Africa to join, obviously, but like as a Nigerian, we're always looking for our own people, like wherever we go. So, yeah.
That's what's up. That's great. That's great. So now I want to ask my co-host real quick. Okay, so based off what was said, when you first started, there wasn't much faith about, ASA growing. So when you first started, did you really expect it to take off like it did right now?
Well, that depends. Are you asking when it first started originally? Oh, yes. All right, so it started, like she said, 2017, when my freshman year here. I had big hope. Honestly, ASA was more of a competition stuff because my older brother was in e-board for ANT's ASA, and black people, we're kind of competitive, especially with our siblings.
And then we're African, so it's worse.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna join e-board. I didn't see no ASA here. It's like, all right, I created. Now I'm president. It was really just for bragging rights.
Okay.
But it ended up being really cool because 2017, 18, when it first started, we was growing quite rapidly. I would say in that time period, it was more Africans than it was African American. and then COVID hit.
That's all you had to
Toll
say.
on us.
That's all you had to say.
Just say COVID, and everybody already know how that
COVID
goes.
really did
It was rough.
make us start back, and then I was on because it was towards me leaving campus, and I was honestly ready to give up on it myself a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but then
No faith.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I myself had low faith, but it was actually because of our transfer over there. Because I received the email that people still wanted to join, and that's what's like sparked the fire in me. I was like,
Right.
okay, fine. So I requested rooms and still had our interest meeting. And the very first meeting, although yes, it was only 4, and African people are very late. So
I was actually on time.
Mommy
was
came.
actually on time.
Mommy came first, on time. I came 5 minutes late, and Felicia walked in 15 minutes later.
No, because I was in class. I think I had a class. I had a valid reason.
If
I had
African
valid
timing was a
lunch
person,
break.
it's Felicia.
Right, not too much. I had a valid reason.
but that was cool because I'm used to that. I was expecting that. And then the fact that they proved me right, it's like, yeah, you guys are definitely African. That just verified your African status. And the bond that first day,
What?
it was,
Inseparable.
you know how FSU advertised themselves as a small school, big family? Like that day, that first meeting of the year was that, because we all just clicked so instantly. And we're all from different aspects. Like I'm Liberian, she's from Gambia, Kenya, Ghana, and it felt like we've been cousins since day one, right? And like,
We grew up with each other.
the words honestly can't even explain it. And that right there was like, we keep going. And then they was asking me about how the organization was beforehand, like of course before the disaster of COVID. And I was explaining the things we used to do, and it was like, we can do it. I'm like, okay, sure. And we just went on from there. We did the homecoming parade. Then we started planning for African Night, and then that's when the rest of them started coming in. And it was just like once one person come, everyone comes. Like you know how like ants are. Like once you see one ant, the whole colony is gonna come.
Right.
That's pretty much how it was. And now like I go to meetings and whatnot, and I just sit there like watching everyone roll in. And enjoying themselves, especially like during the fashion show stuff. It's like you see stress, but you also see joy. I'm not gonna lie, it's just enough to make a grown man cry. Just a little bit, just a little bit. So I did have hope, but there was a time period where I lost it. There was definitely a time period where I lost my faith in it. But one thing I've learned is there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You know how like for people who aren't in organizations or whatnot, if you're in college or high school, I know we all had that story where we was ready to give up on the class. Like we started doing bad in it. And as a senioritis, like everything started going down. You're just like, man, what's the point? And then like someone comes around and you're like, okay, I'll just go ahead and I'll show up today, or I'll take this last test. And it's like, oh, okay, why not? And you keep going on from there, and then you find out like that's one of your favorite classes, or that's where you did your best in. That's how it felt for me.
That's amazing. So, do you feel like you accomplished your initial, well, not initial because your initial goal is bragging rights, but your goal is...
We accomplished that.
We definitely got that.
High marks.
Do you feel like you accomplished your goal as far as like building a new organization that represented what you wanted to represent?
Honestly, yes. I love that the organization went above and beyond. They definitely did the family aspect of it. Like I know you guys are going to hear that a lot today. I'm not even going to lie to you. Especially like being at FSU, that's what you hear a lot anyways. And it's true, because FSU wasn't even my first choice. No lie. But I am beyond grateful that I came to this school, because it has changed me for the better. The people I've met, the connections I've made are out of this world, and regardless of like faculty, students, staff, everyone is really close. Like I'm close with the chancellor. That's actually most of our members are.
My
like,
bestie.
The fact that we get to do that on campus, that's mind blowing. And then everyone puts each other on, in the organization, and I love seeing my peoples promote themselves. Like we have one person that does hair, and you should see like if she posts something, you're gonna get like 40 other people posting it.
Get the name
the same
out.
stuff. Oh yeah.
Y'all go ahead and follow Lavish Locks, follow our Miss ASA's page, get y'all locks right, cause ain't nobody doing it better than her. Period.
Yeah,
Y'all
and
welcome.
that's the energy you get all day, every day. You guys, I know some of you guys have seen us walking to the calf after our meeting.
Blasting music.
With us
Blasting music.
loud.
Get in the cast, start battling
Acting
each other
a
like we're
fool,
not family.
exactly. Like we are the African BM.
Basically.
No, like, literally.
Like, if you think about it, in a way.
Crazy, for real.
Because
We
BM,
really
I
are.
definitely do see the love as a family that they have. And I feel like that's how every organization should feel. Because I feel like for organization, it needs to be a safe spot for people. People join it because school's already stressful. Everybody's already away from family. And these professors definitely ain't helping. The cast sometimes don't be helping because they don't be trying to feed us good for real. So we already have attitudes. Like, you really? We gonna have attitudes. You didn't have that one safe spot. Where you didn't have that one safe spot when you know when you get here, whatever just happened before you walked in that door, you're leaving it back there. But when you walk back out, you can continue with that. But once you're in that little room, you just know you don't have to worry about anything because you just you're like, okay, I'm just letting everything go. You know, you just.
Speaking on that, speaking on what she said, like that's one thing I would say, like I really do appreciate Aliyu for, and like the organization when he made it. Whatever issue, whatever problem, whatever you have going on, leave it at the door. Or like before we even start meetings, he start off with, how are you guys doing? How was your day?
Mental health.
We talk about
Let's talk about, like, let's check in on each other. Like, even with me, like, that's what I want to do, like, even with everybody. Like, I'm starting to enforce it now. I want to check, no, like, seriously, like, I really want to check on every single one. Like, even with him, like, we are one big family. I want to keep that going. Like, we are one family. We started ASA, we're going to finish with ASA. Even if you graduate, if we have something going on, we will always check on each other, no matter what. So that's what I really do appreciate. Whatever you have going on, leave it at the door. This is a safe space. You guys can open up. You guys can talk about anything that you have going on. And just know that it will stay in here. And then right after you leave, pick it back up as you go. Yes.
Okay. That's beautiful. I love to hear about family. So, speaking of, part of family is, it comes with experiences, good and bad. So I want to ask y'all, well, I'll start with you, but so, what has been your greatest experience so far with ASA?
Honestly, it's meeting the people because, like, literally sitting here, you wouldn't even know that, like, I literally just started not even that long ago because they literally are, like, so friendly and so, like, family. No, for real. You guys are so cool. And the thing is,
like 3 days in a row.
And the thing is, exactly. Like what? So, and the thing is, like, I actually heard about this group already because my older sister started the original with him. Well, no, she didn't start it with him. He started it, but she was in it. Like, she was one of the Africans.
Okay.
So it's just like she's the one who told me to come and join. Like, she was like, "Oh yeah, you should join." And we went to their African night, and it was so like it's just the energy is just great. So I'll say that's the big plus. Like, you guys got that.
And then now I just want to break it down.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say I'm not an outgoing person. I've never danced a day in my life before. When I tell you, so I'm not somebody who talks a lot. Normally, I wouldn't even be like talking. I don't talk in front of cameras. I wouldn't be doing this show if it wasn't for them.
Beautiful. We love that.
So yeah, the vibe that you have and like the closeness that you feel because they're so like friendly to everybody and like inclusive. Yeah, they definitely made me come out of my shell. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like.
Okay. Beautiful. All right, and then we just move it to the left.
Okay, I say the biggest thing for me was just learning about the different cultures because that's what I came into ASA for, was to learn and meet new people and learn about the culture, dancing, food. I love the food. The food is good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a learning opportunity.
Right. Okay. Felicia.
Man, I mean, I just feel like whenever, like, if a stranger were to walk in a room, actually any new person that's come in the room, a new member, someone who just come in to like watch the meeting, like it takes them like 5 seconds or like a good like 1 minute to start laughing or smiling at something. Have y'all noticed that?
Yeah.
Like it's just that like the energy when you walk into that room, it's like wow. Like I'm around people who are like I'm gonna have a good day. This is gonna change my day, something like that. So I just feel like just building that bond with everybody, no matter how many times we argue, how many fights, whatever. Like we always like bounce back. Like you won't imagine the fights and arguments and things that we've been through. You would have
wouldn't
never
even see
guessed.
it. You would not even see it.
Because we're locked in like this
Yes.
no matter what.
I mean, every family just gonna bump heads.
Yeah.
I was about to say
Yeah.
that. That's
Like,
what
you
makes a
can-
family.
The rope, just tie it up a little bit and loosen it. You're gonna tie back up. You feel me? That's just how it is for real.
Literally.
That's every family.
Right.
It's following again. But no, I love it over here. This is my family. This
Right.
game.
No, I wanna slightly switch the gears for a second. So
Oh, God. I don't know where this is going.
to get this correct, your first name?
Nadia.
Nadia. Okay. So Nadia, joining this group, right? You obviously have some type of, possibly social anxiety. But in order to be a dance coordinator, you need to have some type of come on, some type of grit about you. So, what's the difference between being a dance coordinator, like behind the scenes, versus actually being a part of like the performances and everything? What's the difference to you?
The difference between being a dance coordinator and the performances?
Yeah.
Honestly, there isn't really a difference for me because when I'm in my element, I'm in my element. I love to dance. They'll tell you. I love to dance. I also love to trip. I'm very clumsy, but I love to dance. And I'm also a transfer student, and I originally went to UNCG, and I was a part of a dance team there. And the way, we treat each other, it's just like you can be free. You can be free. You can be yourself. I think I went off topic, but
No, that's fine. It's all part of the. Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, to me, there's no difference. Like, I'm happy. Like, when I'm dancing, all my worries are behind me. Ask mommy; she'll tell you. All my worries are behind me. I'm enjoying myself with strangers. I am.
Strangers now.
Yeah, with strangers. With strangers.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I do have a question, but it's actually for him.
Okay.
Right?
Wow. Okay.
Before we get any further, of course,
I'm fine with it.
with us thus far, what was your expectations? Like when there was like you're gonna be hosting the African Students, the African Student Association, versus the vibe you're getting now.
Well, to be honest, I'm a very open-minded person, so I was expecting anything. Y'all could have been like die-hard, almost Black Pantherish type figure. I would have been.
Coming here just bowing down.
I would have been, I would have been
We can
Just-
give it to you
just as
easily.
fine.
Real bad. Real
interviewing
bad.
y'all. I feel like y'all got the wrong Black Panther out of that, but it's okay.
Oh, you talking about Black Power, Black Panthers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
country.
Yeah. But what I found is that it's just, more Black excellence instead of Black power. Because, like, the idea of Black power is just, like, you get, like, let's say, a power boost type thing. So instead of being an example, you're just giving something. So I don't want anybody to have no type of privilege. I just want y'all to be that role model. So I'm glad that y'all doing that, for sure. I love to hear that. Great things happening around campus. I love to see it.
So when you
Awesome.
plan on joining?
No, at least like just to come sit like in one meeting. Like just to come sit in like one meeting.
Okay. So when's okay.
Friday at 2 o'clock.
So not this Friday.
Next
Not
Friday.
this Friday.
Yeah.
So
Next
next
Friday?
Friday. Yeah.
Rodeo week we cancel for
Right.
meetings because
Right.
It's rodeo. Let's be real.
So do y'all have anything going on this week? As far as rodeo week, performances, anything?
Are you gonna be in the caf?
Tomorrow in the cab.
The calf, yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So come on.
What time?
lunch.
Yeah, lunch.
Just lunch. Just come
You
on
know how
through.
everybody be in the cab for lunch.
That's a big.
11
time gap.
o'clock
It's like
a.m.
11,
between 11 and
I'm gonna
1.
say around
Okay.
1 p.m.
Yeah, come around.
After
one.
that's
Around
Be there
one.
12:30. Be there
Yeah.
12:30.
12.
We can go
White
with that
people
too.
time.
Don't be on African.
White people time, please.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that goes to anybody who wants to see us tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
There's also
I mean, that's for the live part, but
there's also the ASA link up. That's not hosted by us, but it is a part. It is something that we're doing. Greensboro will be. It's going to be in Greensboro, but it's all the ASAs and ASUs across North Carolina. Like we said, one big family, even
Yep.
across schools. It's just going to be a huge, super cookout, pretty much.
And I'm so excited.
ball, food.
Right,
Everything.
like
Lots of
everything. It's
People
from
about to
BBC.
battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
from
yeah.
3 to 7.
Yeah.
If you want to see Africans in their natural habitat right there, and you actually got transportation.
Pull up.
Pull up. The flyer is going to be posted every day on our Instagram, Face Day ASA. Just go ahead, pull up. You will not regret it.
At all.
right, definitely. I definitely like the promotion going on. That I seen it. I seen it with the hair. I seen it with the association. But I definitely support it. I'm not one of those that's like, oh yeah, you can't promote this. I adore that type of energy. So as far as before joining the organization, we kind of talked about during, but before. Okay.
Like what was
I
it?
got this one.
So okay. So this is the order we're gonna go in. We're gonna go from right to left, and then right to left up top. But I want to ask you, was there ever a point where you were socially awkward?
Yes. Only reason why, for me, I'm a transfer student. I'm coming from PWI, and being there, I always felt like I was trying to try to fit in and whatnot. I never felt like I was actually supposed to be there. I was just trying to make it work. But when leaving, coming here and meeting the ASA over here, instantly I was just like, okay, like whatever I was worrying about over there, I totally forgot about it. And I just feel like in the beginning, that's like something that I needed before, because before I just felt like I wasn't even supposed to be here. Like it was a point in time where I was ready to just call it quits, where I didn't want to be here no more and stuff like that. But you're coming in, meeting ASA here, it's like I was just welcoming without them even knowing me. Like it took them about 2 weeks to actually know I'm his little sister. Like I was just getting treated as a regular student before even, what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and I think that's like something a lot of people, not just me, but like a lot of us go through. There's times where you're literally just ready to call it quits, and there's no point of being here no more. You're just ready to, but once you find that place where as soon as you come in, there's no worries, like you don't want to leave it no more. Like I definitely don't want to leave ASA. I feel like because it's a part of me being here now.
Right. I'm glad you said that too, because we are talking about points where, well, it doesn't have to be like where you wanted to give up, but like your low points.
Yeah.
So that's your low point.
Yeah, I had a very bad low point. Like before it's coming here, like I was down low, like real bad, very bad.
I feel like as students, honestly, just this generation, because there's so much going on in life. Like we all have family drama, right?
Definitely.
School is stressful, regardless of how awesome we tell our parents it's going. School is stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And then there's like, for college, there's more than just the education aspect. There's like social dynamics. There's getting homesick or being home too much. There is a point where almost all of us will have our low depressed moment, right? And sadly, Black people don't really do therapy that much, right? It's slowly becoming more popular, and I'm really grateful for that. But since we don't do therapy that much, or we don't trust people that much due to personal reasons, having an outlet one way or another is important, right? Like I remember for me in high school, it was drawing. Right? I would draw, I would write in my notes, or like I write poems or whatever. But that only goes so far, because if you're doing like like expressing yourself only to yourself, you fall into your own head, if that makes sense. So like I'm over here, like let's say I just failed a class and I'm losing on myself. I'm like, okay, I'm about to lose it. Everything is going bad. I have no one to push me back,
Right.
And one thing I am grateful for with the ASA family is, even if you don't want to say it, they're going to know that there's something wrong, especially that one in the corner.
I knew he was getting there.
She reads your mind.
Right.
So serious.
No matter how many times you tell her, like she's gonna ask you 5,000 times, "Are you okay?" You're gonna keep telling her no until you gonna tell her what's wrong.
Yeah.
Like she's not gonna let you go.
Um,
Like she's literally the mom that we
Chain
need.
you to a wall or something, bro.
yeah,
You gonna tell us wrong.
and not even just her. It's honestly all of them. It's just emphasis on that. But like we're aggressively loving. Like you're forced to be loved here, right? And that is going to make you love us back. And that honestly, it has helped. Like I've had a lot of our members who will come to me personally, because of course not everything you want everyone to know, even just your ASA member. So they'll come to me personally, or they'll come to the VP personally, and just be like, "Look, I'm not going to make it to this meeting. I'm going through this, that, and the third." It's like, okay, is there any way I can help? Right? And we'll have our little sit down before or after. Sometimes, like, I would drive from the house, come on campus, and help them out. There have been, I can't mention, but there's one person who was going through a really dark spot at one point and had called me at like midnight. I came over here. We went to the gas station, got some ice cream, and like have them get their life back together or get their emotions back together. It's like, I like that we have that option.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping, I know that is going to always be an option. Because with the people who are coming in after me, they definitely have the same energy. And
Right.
And that right there helps. Because we all have our downside. We just need someone to push up.
Right. Definitely. So do y'all feel the same way? That y'all have a shoulder to lean on?
Yeah.
That's good.
I feel like with me, like cause since I'm the oldest and living like in an African household, I never had like a shoulder to really lean on. Even though like my cousins, everyone is like, yeah, like whenever you need someone to talk to, I kind of feel like you're gonna snitch back if I want to tell you how I feel. So it's like when I came here, and it's like I'm a little bit older, like a year or two older than everyone, maybe so, I don't know, but like he said, like if I feel like there's something wrong, and I kind of have a feeling a lot, if I feel like your energy is off, I'm gonna call you out on it. I don't like awkwardness, and people really think I'm really like annoying. No, I don't like awkwardness. I feel as though like if you're not feeling okay, tell me what's going on. You don't want to be around this space, that's fine. We can leave. We can go in the hallway. Let me know what's going on if anything is wrong. So since I don't have no one being there for me, I want to be there for everyone else, if that makes sense.
That's beautiful. I love that. I know that takes a lot of energy because I used to be like that.
It's actually really
She
fun
swears
though.
we stress her out, but she be stressing herself out trying to stress her women.
But it's good stress.
Yeah, not like bad stress.
It's good
But.
stress.
Definitely. Yeah. I can see that. Wow, that's amazing. I'm glad you could be that figure in this group. And
I try.
you should be proud of that for sure. I'm
try.
gonna give you all the accolades that you need for sure, because that's something you should be proud about for sure. I'm being so serious. More emphasis on that. But okay, so I quickly want to ask you all, as far as advice for anybody going through anything, based off, we can't cover every single one of you, y'all. But what inspirational or motivational, whatever you want to give, like type of advice would you give anybody that's going through a situation that you're currently in or were in before joining the organization?
Okay. I'll say, I
Yeah,
know
like
it's hard for everyone to like not speak up about what they're going through. Like, cause I'm one of those people, I'd rather just hold it in and let it eat me inside. But I can say, I know it's gonna hurt to let it go, like let it out, but it's better for you to let it out. Like, even if it's not where you have to, cause sometimes it's hard to go through your parents, sometimes it's hard to go through like an older sibling, cause you just don't wanna get judged or like look differently. And
Right.
if you can have that one person, even if it's not in just an organization, but having that one person you can come to, cry on their shoulders, and they're gonna tell you right from wrong and whatnot. Like, opening up is a big factor. Like, it hurts. I know there's a lot of people like, I just can't, because I'm that same way. I used to be like, I just can't, no one's gonna understand. But you never know what you're gonna say, because you never know what nobody else went through, you know. And if you open up and explain your side and explain exactly what's going on, somebody's there who's gonna understand, is gonna be able to help you, and you letting that out your chest and whatnot, it helps a lot instead of you just burying it into like you like burying yourself in it. Like I definitely would say, I know y'all tired of hearing this, but definitely speak out. You do not have to go to a random person. Find someone who you know for a fact is gonna be there for you. Because once you find that and you let whatever is eating you up out, I promise you it changes your life for the better in the best way.
I feel like, oh, go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say, life is not a race. Like just
That's a good one.
Just I think for me and I'm saying that because me personally, that's something that I'm trying to tell myself every day.
And then pause it quick. Okay, so you're trying to tell yourself that. So, you know, I'm try not to be too depressing, but I kind of want to know myself.
Yeah.
But what's holding you down? Like, what do you feel like you're trying to tell yourself to uplift from?
Okay, it's not really. It's just like something that I say, mentally. I'm a senior. This is the year I'm supposed to graduate. This is the year I'm planning on going to medical school, and this is the year I'm supposed to start those applications, and this is the year I'm supposed to, have all these things, planned for myself, and it's just sometimes it gets a lot, because those things, unless you're doing it, you don't understand like all the work that is put in to, and for seniors, we're graduating this year. We have to plan our life after graduation, and that can be a lot. And just even if you're not a senior, even if you're a freshman, just telling yourself that don't compare yourself or where you are right now to where everyone else may be. And I know, like,
100%.
not to rat my people out, but being raised in an African household,
Oh Lord.
your parents, right.
Comparing you to your
Yeah,
cousins.
they have a habit of trying to uplift you by comparing you to your cousins or your friends or like.
You know your
yeah.
cousin, he just bought a new Bugatti.
Right.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
So just, life is not a race. It's okay to, reevaluate. It's okay to walk. It's okay to take breaks.
Right.
And yeah.
Yeah.
And
Right.
And I'll also say redirection is not a bad thing. Just because you set yourself up a certain way and you had to take some different kind of direction, a different kind of way, doesn't mean that you're a bad person or you're not going to be successful, i.e. myself. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to take people 3.5. It's going to take people 4 years. It's going to take people 10 years. You will do it. You will make it. It's okay. Redirection is not a bad thing.
Right.
And like what you said too with like helping out people, like with me, not even with ASA, just FSU in general. I know my face might be leaning off as I'm a mean person. I'm not mean. I'm really a sweetheart. It's just I be having a lot of things in my head. I'm really a sweetheart. But like if anyone needs help, you can literally come and be like, hey, I don't want to talk, but I'm going through life right now. We can literally go sit in a gazebo. You can scream your lungs out. I will help you scream because I need screaming right about now. Literally, like if anyone needs help, I'm down. Like I'm down to do anything. You want painting? Let's do painting. You need screaming? Let's do screaming. Let's do anything. But I don't like when I see people like just sitting there, like just going through life and like life just eating them out in the inside, and you become this bitter person. Life is worth living every single second of it. Because when you're gone, you're gone.
And that's why.
That's the one right there.
Y'all gotta keep cooking.
You good? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, because I was gonna say that's why I really like this team because like that was the first time I've ever heard like them speak like that, and it actually fits with me because I think I'm actually the oldest, and I'm 22.
I'm
And
22
so,
too.
oh, you are?
Yes, girl.
I didn't know that. Okay. Oh, I mean, no, I know Ali. I'm talking about like as far as the. Okay, so yeah, so I'm 22, and so pretty much like I started school. I'm a sophomore, so it's just like that's why I chose to join an organization because I was just like, okay, so yeah, I went to the military first, so I was like, man, nobody's gonna be my age, and what if like I'm a sophomore, everybody else, my class is graduating right now. So it's like stuff like that really was stressing me out. And so like just hearing that just makes me feel like a lot better. So yeah, I think the shoe fit pretty much is what I'm saying. So that's why I really like this organization.
I would say like one day at a time, because I feel like I'm guilty of like, there's nothing wrong with planning ahead, but I'm like, I have a certain plan. If it doesn't go that way, I'm tripping. Like I'm off the walls. And I'm like, I have to do this at a certain time, this, that, and the third. And if it's not done the certain way, like I'm doing it wrong, I'm screwing up, like it can't be fixed. So I feel like one thing that I think I still pretty much do struggle with, like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, dang, I have to do all this stuff. Like I don't even give myself time to like, oh, breathe. Like you're alive today, you're living, you get to see your friends, you get to call your parents, you get to like live this life, because some people don't even have that opportunity anymore.
Right.
So it's just like take your time, literally one day at a time. Because when I tell you, I will plan like my life like years ahead. Like even a few years back, I was like, I didn't expect my life to come out like this. And sometimes in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm a failure because I didn't do this or this. But I did more, and I took a different path. And like you said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Because once you stray off that path, you could either go back or take another one. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you're going to get there.
Right.
Literally just one day at a time.
And I'm going to tell you this because you said that. It's okay. My question to you would be, like, for you to take with you along.
Right.
The plan that you have for yourself throughout for your entire life, what if it doesn't turn out the way how you planned it to turn out? Because that's the kind of boat that I was in before I came to FSU. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get this deep. But like,
it's campus deep dive.
but it's
It
like,
ain't going how I plan, and guess what? That's why they always tell you there's reason why you have multiple plans.
right.
But like there's multiple plans, but they're all leading to one big plan.
One
Like,
thing,
you
yeah.
have this is the title
But
of
don't
your
put all
story.
your eggs in one
You just
basket.
have
That's
different.
a good one.
Yeah, there you go. Don't.
Paths. Is that what you're trying to say? There's different paths.
Yeah, there's different paths. You never, whatever path you're gonna take, just know it's gonna still take you to your destination.
Right.
So you shouldn't just depend on path A, because path A might not be for you. Path B might not be for you. You might get to path Z for all we know. You feel me? You might have to go through the alphabet.
A1.
But it's okay.
You might have to square some of them a little bit. Cube it too.
But it's okay. It's okay. Even if you
Sometimes
get to
that's, you know what I'm
Z,
saying?
it's okay.
Because that's not the end.
It's not.
I want to add to it. With what you guys saying, okay, there's not really any better way to say this. Please excuse my French, but fuck other people's opinion.
That part, no.
In all honesty, right? One thing I've learned the hard way is you don't have to please others, especially your parents, right?
Oh my
Like,
God.
I know some parents are gonna be mad at me for saying this, but like, in all honesty, your parents, you don't owe your parents anything. Like, especially with Africans, our elders have this thing where they try to make you live the life that they didn't have, right? And I see it, not even just African, I see it with Americans too, right? They'd be like, okay, my child gotta be an engineer, my child gotta be a doctor. Like, I remember when I first got to school, it was like, I was like, I'm gonna come and be a graphic major. Man, the hell that came under for that one.
Man, nah, y'all don't even understand.
What?
Every
major in theater art. I had this sermon lecture.
I remember
It's
that's
like
why I
for
started
me,
dancing
being a
in the
female,
first place, 'cause my mom
being
looked
a
at me
female,
crazy.
starting off where I wanted to dance, where I wanted to cheer, run track, they're like, oh, you don't need that. That's not. I'm like, oh, what you mean I don't need that? I literally throughout high school, I'm like, you say I don't need this, but little do y'all know, this is what literally just paid for my college that you wasn't about to pay for. Like, because of me doing that, it has opened up opportunities from our little cousins. Like, before our parents wasn't focused on sports. Like, our older siblings, none of them got to do sports in high school.
They actually wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, like they was not allowed to. But like when me, I'm a hard-headed child, either one way or another. And I had my hard-headed brother right by my side. He was like, if we're gonna walk from practice, we're gonna walk. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna make a change. Because regardless, like one thing our generation has to realize, we're the new generation. We have to start the change now. We can't continue the cycle that's been going on. So if we do, like, it's not gonna help us anymore. It's just gonna be the same depressing things, and we don't want that for these younger kids. Because these younger kids, later do we know, they're a lot smarter than we are. at this young age.
Right.
Why not give them the opportunity to expand and get to where they need to be instead of being stuck in one little container? You feel me? They don't need to be in no lamp. Let them be free.
I remember my dad, he used to say, your goal as a child is to do better than your parents.
My dad says that a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of took it the wrong way, but the way I took it is do better in all aspects, not just, because most of the time when parents say that, they're talking about like career and finance. And yes, don't get me wrong, like you need money to survive and whatnot, but happiness should also be one of those things. Joy, genuine love, especially in this generation, social media has brought so many fake people. Like I was reading an article of this lady who had 14,000 followers on, I think like on Instagram or something, right? And she hosted a meet and greet, and not a single person show up, right? I'm like, it's just how it is. Social media, like if you try to go off that, if you're trying to keep up with the Kardashians or whatever, like you're just gonna be surrounded by fake people. You're just gonna be surrounded by yes mans and whatnot. You need that tough love. You need the people who's gonna be like, yo, let's, like if you're gonna do something stupid, I'm here with you. Instead of that whole, if your friend jump off a bridge, and jump with them. Oh God, I'm jumping with them. Exactly. I know I can swim and save them. Like, I know we can make this better, not just like if I can't pull them off the ledge, I'm gonna dive in with them, and we're both gonna survive. Oh God! Or I'll go and call help. Like there's other options to it. It's not just a yes or no. So like how they were saying the pathways and stuff. One way I live my life is, you know how when you get a car, like especially if you get an old car, they'd be like, I just need to take me from point A to point B, right? And what I do with life, I'd be like, I just need it to take me from point 1 to 2. This is math. And 2 is just the end of like I just need to be able to survive until I make it to 2. And there is infinite amount of decimal points, right? That I'm gonna make stops throughout life. I'm going to take little breaks and whatnot. Like I tell my members and stuff, I'm a whole 5th year, and there's nothing wrong with that. Right? At first I was hella embarrassed. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, I'm more happy that I was able to take time and get my life together, and even with that, it brought my GPA up. So now I have better opportunities instead of trying to rush through it and just do just do whatever happens. I was able to better myself educationally, physically, mentally. Like I was able to better myself, and that's fine. Nobody's like FSU is cheap anyways. It's $500 tuition.
One more thing before you go though. One more thing. I will also say, like when you guys were saying like happiness should be like the first thing that should come, I would say that's true. Like with my sister, my parents are trying to push like this whole science, engineering thing, and she's more into fashion and clothing. If that's what you want to do, baby, let's do it.
Cause guess what? You got my support.
You got exactly.
We'll shout you out.
And that's the thing with Africans. Like sometimes with Africans, I feel like you really gotta show yourself. Like you gotta show your butt for them to actually get over it. Cause I actually learned that when I was 18. I was crazy. That's why I'm a sophomore now. So yeah. No, for real, 'cause I was really like crazy. But you really gotta show yourself with African parents, honestly, and just do what you gotta do. Like and they'll be mad a little bit, but they'll forgive you.
I will say I feel like as someone who literally had to like become rebellious just to get some type of respect or freedom from my parents. Like for example, my sister, she wants to go into art and everything, and I'm not gonna lie, my parents pushed me and my brother into STEM. I'm a forensic science major. He's a aerospace engineering major. Yeah, he's tweaking. But it's just like me and my brother, our hope is to like, because I'm not saying that they wouldn't support her, but they would be like, that's what my parents told me about music. Most of y'all know I'm part of the University Concert Choir. I've been singing all my life. So when I told them, oh, I want to do music, they're like, girl, I'm not paying for that. They were like, it's not gonna put food on the table. So they're like, oh, keep it as a side gig, something like that.
That's just because they don't know better.
Yeah, so
like it's a different lifestyle that they had to go through.
Yeah, so I remember me and my brother having this conversation like, hey, yo, if we make enough money, we're literally gonna pay for her college to go do art.
Right.
I'm so serious because I don't want to say I live through my sister, but she's doing what I would have wanted to do. Like, I love my major, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of just like I would have loved to actually like pursue my
your passion.
Yeah.
Oh, are you done?
Oh, I was basically just saying as in like I would do anything just for my sister, not to end up like me and my brother. But we're good.
Okay.
We're straight. We're straight.
So, to sum all this up,
We could go on and on and on and on and on.
what was each of you give one trait from your parents that you don't want to pass on?
Who?
Starting.
from that side.
Yeah, starting from up
We're gonna
to
be here a minute.
just one.
Oh, just one.
I'll start.
Just one is crazy.
You guys are also free to take this also. Pride.
Oh, that was it.
Right.
Okay.
That's a real good one. And then
That's a good one. Okay, I got one.
One thing I would say guilt.
guilt,
Stubbornness.
Overthinking.
overthinking. Yeah, for sure.
Overthinking.
I agree with
like,
that.
my mom,
I think.
strictness.
Well, we going in order. So first three and then next four. So what was that?
She said strictness, which is really true. I'm not allowed to leave the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's typical Africans.
Literally.
Especially for the
I
girls.
tell you,
I swear for the females, we have to fight for our
I
rights to
tell
be
you,
outside.
I
You know how in the summertime,
Sorry.
everybody be like, I'm gonna be
14, bro.
outside. Guess what? We're gonna be in the house.
Yeah.
Cooking.
Cleaning. Literally
And
cleaning.
carry your siblings.
I'm a
You gotta take care of
housewife
your
whenever I
siblings.
go home, so.
No, for real.
Okay,
I
sorry.
think that's
Okay.
the first daughter thing.
Back to
You're a
what we
housewife
said.
whenever I
Wait,
go home.
Wait.
Whoever's ordered. I'm sorry.
Okay, y'all good.
I would just I can't really think of the word right now, but it's like when what's the word I'm looking for? It's a trait from my dad. It's like it's not really like it's like the bad type of persistence. Does that make sense?
Like helicopter, like helicopter parents. Like they're always watching you.
So they're persistent. There's
Or
No,
keep
as in,
telling
like-
you, finish school.
Not
That
even
kind
that.
of
Okay, I think the word I'm looking for is pretty much as in like stubborn or hard headed. That's the word I'm looking
Oh, okay.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of dads. A lot of Africans.
So basically, I kind of just feel like I need to like calm down. And the way I was raised, I think all of us were raised as in like you need to do this now, or it's gonna go south, something like that. So
was
that
about to say-
anxiety, it brings a lot of anxiety. I'm not gonna lie to you, but okay.
I would say toxicity, like when it comes to like relationships and stuff, because I never knew like real love when I was growing up because my parents were so toxic towards each other.
Yeah.
Hold on, we missing hidden gems right here. Hold on. Say that again real quick.
That's
But
true.
I'm saying toxicity because growing up I didn't like get to experience that real black love because my parents were so toxic towards each other. And that's why I have like problems with relationships now. So yeah.
Yeah, because parents definitely influence relationships. I will say
Yeah,
that.
They the reason why some of us don't even know what real love is.
There's
Right?
marriages that make them miserable. I think what would I don't know. It's a mixture of like stubbornness and like pushiness. I know for me, my parents, I love them so much, but I don't think they realize. I think they think they know me more than I know myself.
Oh my god.
I boxed you, so I know you now.
Right.
Literally.
So they push me to do things, and I love the way like my academic life turned out. And I'm a chemistry major. I like I like science. I want to be a doctor. I want to do those things, but at my pace. I feel like my parents have this idea in their head that, oh, as soon as I graduate, I'm going to go to medical school. As soon as I go to medical school, I'm going to be done and do a residency and do this and do that. And it's just...
Don't forget the marriage.
And get married. and I'm
Kids.
20.
You gotta have
And
kids.
so they're
Right.
starting to push. So, like, I feel like they should just allow me to just do me and be me, have space, and, So, yeah, I would say whatever it is, knowing you, thinking that they know you more than you know yourself.
Right. So to put that into one trait.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Overstepping.
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 There you
Okay.
go. Boundaries.
Boundaries.
All that.
Alright,
You're welcome. Synonyms.
I guess I would. A lot of parents. I want to be that parent that's understanding. I want my child to be able to come to me, even if they know I'm gonna fuss at them, but they know I'm still gonna listen. I'd rather have, because like a lot of our parents, we didn't get to come to them about our problems because we know how the outcome is gonna be.
You're still
Regardless,
wrong.
you're still in the wrong. They just want to make sure they're in the right. They're right. But sometimes they be wrong, and I want my child to understand. If I'm wrong, tell me, because no one's perfect. As I'm growing up to be a parent to you, I want you to learn how to be a child to me too. And a lot of our parents don't do that.
That's beautiful. That was a great one. That
was a
was a
Sometimes
great one.
I was thinking, like, as people have been saying their traits, and I think you can't really blame them sometimes because that's how they were raised.
That's how they were raised.
That's what comes with breaking the cycle.
Yeah.
Generation
And
curse.
when I know, because my dad is one of 11, my mom is one of 10.
I'm so smart.
So,
Well, mine's one of 12.
One to 12.
Mine's one of
I
12.
so I think, and every time we go back home, they always tell me how they were raised in their home, and then I'm thinking like how they raised me as when I was a kid, and it makes so much sense. Like it just makes a lot of sense. The things that they told me to do, how they told me to do them, because that was how their mothers and fathers raised them.
And that's why we got to be the generational difference. I'm always about that. Like
You feel me?
I never want to put, if I have kids, never put a kid through what I've been, brought up to think as a child. Like you got to be able to pick out the things that's good about your parent, and then also the things that you want to discard them.
And
Throw in
you're
the
not gonna
trash.
fix them all.
Of course
You're
not.
not gonna
It's
fix
not the plan. But it's about
Taking
acknowledging
steps.
acknowledging the mistakes that happen and being understanding enough to not pass them on to your children. So
We're like scientists. Later, do y'all know we're scientists? We gotta invent the future later.
Right.
Like
exactly.
You on to something.
That's true. That's she's been cooking all night.
I actually have a question for ladies, everyone back here. So if you had like a message to like say to your parents based on what we've been talking about, like what would you like?
Let's keep
Want
it
to kill
let's
us.
keep it short. Let's
Love
keep it
me
short.
even if I don't fulfill all your expectations, please. Like,
Love me
I mean, they're gonna
Love
still
you
do that
regardless.
regardless. You
Yeah,
can
that's
be
what I'm
doing.
saying. I feel like
Parents,
it's
no
just
matter how good you're doing, how bad you're doing, how embarrassing you're making them look, they're still gonna love you. It's just
Yeah.
but not all
parents
gonna
hate
be
the
disappointed.
embarrassed. African parents, they hate for you to make them look bad, but sometimes they think you're making them look bad, but really, like, I'm just being me, and you need to understand that.
And that's what you could tell your parents. Just chill.
Like, no, for real, just chill.
Relax.
Relax.
I'm getting
Don't make me get anesthesia on you.
I have one. You may not see my future, or like you may not see what I'm seeing, but just support me.
right.
Nah,
Just support
I
me.
got a good one. For my parents, I just want you guys to remember, you are not God. You do not know what path God has set for me. If you really love me as much as you do, continue to pray to God, and God is going to lead me my way. Because if I'm praying to him, and you're praying to him,
He's talking to you. He's talking.
he's going to lead us.
Amen.
You are not God. Remember, I'm my own person. Yes, you birthed me, but God has my own path for myself. You are here to advise me. You're not here to go on that path with me.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
We can. All right. So, just to make sure I'm not missing on anything, is there any questions that popped up in the chat?
You still ain't
Who has
answering.
the best jollof rice? I'm just playing.
Oh, Lord.
Nigeria.
We're not starting this.
No. Please don't.
Please don't, because I'm really finna say America at this point.
No. Okay. But what I was saying is there any questions in the chat that I missed or?
Yeah, on the live stream.
On the live. Is the question on the live?
No, people was just watching.
Okay. Cool. All right. So before I close, and this is actually the last part, but is there any questions that y'all have for me? It could be regarding the essay or whatever y'all want to ask.
Can you dance?
Just a little dancing man.
Where'd you get your shoes from?
Actually, yeah.
Okay,
You- like,
show
you
us a little
really-
step.
And these exact shoes,
Lemon peppers.
2021, I was actually recorded doing the Michael Jackson,
Ooh, okay.
moves.
Okay.
So can you do that? I said, yeah, do a little moonwalk.
You know, just
I'm on the job.
No, like for real though. Like this is like I'm asking like a serious question. Like, can you
Yeah. I'm
can you
serious.
also model?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
body
Okay, so
crunch.
like when we have our fashion show and stuff like that with ASA,
I know
would you
you're
love?
advertising to me.
I mean, shoot, why not?
Would you like to come and like
Sure.
just?
Just I need to know when the next Friday or the meeting. You talking about the meeting or for sure?
Okay, yeah. So we'll just
that's
like
fine.
like when it's coming out like next semester and stuff, we'll just give you all the details and stuff and see
Okay.
if you can make it to rehearsals and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds good.
My question to you if you have someone who is lost and just needs somewhere to, feel safe, would you recommend ASA to them?
Of course.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
Do y'all have any white members?
Yo, I've been advocating for
Listen, we do want to
Honestly,
wait.
they
We
can
can listen. We do not discriminate.
We don't at all.
You could be Asian. You could be white. You could be from Mars. Like,
We'll love you over
We're
here.
gonna love you.
We'll love you over
We
here.
had,
And
like,
you'll wanna
before
stay
the
once you
COVID
taste
time
the
period,
food.
we had like 3 or 4
Three.
white people, and I still talk with them now. One was a transfer student from Algeria, one's in the military, and then the third one is actually a nurse right now at Cape Fear. Right. So,
Okay.
They,
So y'all have y'all good amount of white members.
yeah, we still. It's just post COVID. I think they scared of us.
Yeah,
I hope
maybe.
not.
A little bit.
Maybe.
Scared of me for?
All right, so
Have married.
I am not white.
She's the whitest we get. Though. She's the whitest we get.
Yeah, she's
You're not white,
She's light.
but you.
She's light.
She light skinned.
Yeah, she light. She's not white.
No, actually, I'm not. I'm not.
all right.
I'm
You're
not.
African.
So any more questions before I just cut anybody off? Anybody got any things they want to ask her? Like,
What's your major and your classification?
I'm a communication major, and I'm a junior.
Did your parents accept
Makes
that?
sense. It's crazy.
Did your parents accept that?
Except that I'm a communications major.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I had a different problem.
I was gonna ask that. I was gonna say, what was your? Are you American?
Yes.
So what was your parents like what's point of view from your point of view?
I'm just saying it was rough, but I'm glad
okay.
I'm here. It's not the same type of African rough. It's like let's say downtown Fayetteville type rough.
Oh, the merc. Oh,
Yeah, downtown Fayetteville is
Sounds about right.
cap. That is a different type of.
and then are you planning on doing more interviews?
Yes,
next semester?
definitely.
Like,
Next
you have
semester.
ideas?
Definitely, yes. I have plenty of people I still haven't interviewed,
Oh, that's what's up.
Are we
I'm
welcome
glad
back?
you ended this semester.
Yeah, we
with
welcome
us,
back.
though. Thank you very much.
including J. Cole. But yeah, for sure.
You're
What?
Yeah.
When he comes, can you let him know about this African association?
Exactly, yeah,
And
tell him to
him
stop
we
by.
purposely just want him to shout us out in his next song, and then when he come, I just want him to sing "Crooked Smile" because that's like my motto right
All
now
these
for all
requests.
Black beauty. You feel me? J. Cole, if you see this,
I know,
let
right?
me know. I
Remember
know
us.
you from Fayetteville. And
Dreamville.
we'll come and be your backup dancers at this point.
What?
Okay, I don't know about the dancing part. 'Cause I ain't barely got
Sign
rhythm.
me up.
Me.
Sign me
That's
up.
crazy.
I'll drive to
Shoot,
Dreamville.
I'll do it too.
Yeah,
You won't even have to worry about transportation. I'll come to you.
that's crazy.
See this girl.
I'll pay you.
Come get it.
So,
Yeah.
you good?
Thank you guys for watching.
Hold on. I think
Last
we have
comments?
another question.
Oh.
Well, I have a question for you. Okay, so back to the social part. Like, what do you feel like it's like your parents that really made you sort of shy in the public setting outside of dancing? Good to know. That's all I really wanted to know. Parents. I just wanted to point out that parents really do affect us growing up. As far as what they do.
know how bad it is.
So to add on to that, do you feel like this experience helps the situation? Because you know how they'd be like, if you're gonna try a roller coaster, you just gotta
Get on it.
Yep.
do it, and you love it. Do you feel like this has helped dilute the social anxiety?
I'm excited to watch this right after.
I'm not
I'm-
gonna look at myself.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't even
I'm
like
excited,
the way
but I'm
I sound.
I know how my voice sounds. I hate hearing my voice.
Yeah.
Because I be thinking I sound good, and I hear it so high pitched.
I know.
Right.
Why be sounding
Same.
raspy?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good wrap. So there goes another episode of Campus Deep Dive, and this is the final one of the semester. I'm very tired of editing. So with that being said, this concludes it, and see you next semester.